How's everybody doing today? It's Eddie from 802 Diesel Crew. Today we're going to be talking about fog lights, the LED kind, and how easy they really are to set up. We're going to go through the process of hypothetically laying it out and getting one to work with a switch and a wiring kit. So you stay tuned. I'm going to walk you through the steps. This is just going to be like a universal style deal. You'll have to make it fit your vehicle, but this will give you the basics on being able to tackle a project like that. You want to account for probably, depending on the size of your vehicle and amount of wiring, 2 to 3 hours solid between mounting and running your wires and getting everything situated. So stay tuned and we'll go through some of the products. So this is the general wiring harness. On this side you're going to have the your on-off switch. You're going to have a relay in it. Your positive and negative grounds. There's a fuse inside here, and then this is the side that goes to your lights. So let's get into wiring this real fast. We're going to pretend that this car, or this table, is our car, and we're putting the light up here and go from there. So first off, I'm going to cut this side of the connection off. I'm not going to really need that. I'm going to cut these back just a little bit to make a good connection. See how I did that? And then you can strip them back. There we go. Get your strippers on there. Strip these two connections back. Probably just need about that much on there. Put our connectors on. Use our butt crimpers. These things are amazing because I don't know about you guys, but probably a million times I've ruined these butt connectors trying to use angle cutters or something else that you're not supposed to be using for it. Crimp it down real tight. It's going to make a nice good connection. Always like to give it a little tug. We have one other connection right here. Put that on. Again, use our connector, our butt connector crimper. And there we go, nice and tight. After that, take your lighter. Since these are able to clinch down once you heat them up, you just heat it up real gently. And there we go. Makes a nice watertight connection. I'm going to do that to both sides. There we go. The next step is going to be to mount the light where we want it and hook the light into our positive and negative ground. Okay, so we've got our light mounted up here. It's going to be on the front of the car, something like that. This obviously isn't going to stay, but you're going to have to use your imagination. This is going to be the engine bay to our car, and here are our new connectors. So you've got this thing mounted to your front bumper, or in your grill, or wherever you want to put it, on top of your windshield, in your rear license plate, wherever you really want to put it. Then you go black to black and red to red. Take the crimpers, connect those two. Same thing with your red. Stick it in. Crimp it down nice and tight. The same process of heating these things up. So the shrink wrap melts down onto the around the wire, so it becomes watertight. You want to be careful that you're not melting the line. You can use a heat gun. You can use like one of the plumber butane torches. Really whatever you have on hand. I happen to have a bone collector lighter today, so that's what I'm using. Okay, so now this is going to take a little bit of imagination, but say this is the front of your car. You're going to run your wire in the most reasonable area. You're not going to be running it through, through latch areas or through your door. So when you shut your door, it's tweaking on this. You're going to be going through your firewall. You're going to be following your regular wiring looms to make this thing look good. Afterward, I'll show you my truck and we'll check that out. But from there, we gonna get this all set up. Alright, so at this point we've got our light mounted on the front of our car. We've got both our fuse and our relay mounted on the firewall of the vehicle. Next up, after you get your fuse and relay mounted to your firewall, wherever it's you have enough length to make it look good, you're going to hook your positive right here and your negative right here up to your battery source, which in this case is my battery pack right here. Obviously this one I'm going to have on 12 volt. If I have it on 24, we'd have some pretty good arcing and sparking. We would then run this was it blue, black, and white wire through your actual vehicle, through a cableway or where the wiring harness comes in, and then you would mount this somewhere on your dash. Doesn't really matter wherever's most convenient for you. The way you know it's lit up is it's hard to tell, but that the light turns red, and when it's off, it turns off. So let's sit here for a minute. We'll have both the ignition switch and the light, and see if we wired this thing right. Okay, you can hear the switch turning off and on. And it's really a pretty easy setup to do. We're going to go ahead and take a look at my truck and see what I've done, and then we'll wrap this up. So here are one of the reverse lights I put on my truck, and there's the other. Here's the wiring from underneath. These wires run all the way forward, so I'm not going to chase them, but you can see how nicely I made sure they were wire tied up, and I left extra on either side for vibration so these wouldn't break free or lose connection. Then I have them connected to my battery, and I run them through my firewall right down here where you can see. Here they are coming through the back side of my firewall through that wiring loom, so they're not going to get chafed. And then they come up to a switch right here, if I can get it to focus. Right here, so we'll turn it on. That light turns red, we should walk back there, and we should have backup lights. There we are. 2 sets of backup lights. Now I did my front fog lights a little bit different. Some of the Dodges have this feature where you turn it over and you pull it out, and the fog lights come on.
Can't open the doors from the inside.
And there they are. So right there is our down and dirty wiring of a fog light or reverse lights. The biggest thing is to have this wiring harness. It'll save you time and heartache. You should never wire into your stock wiring harness. Alright, so I hope you liked that video. Down and dirty and quick. It's not really a hard setup. You just need to make sure you allow enough time for you to be productive and not get frustrated. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Eddie signing out.